Picture someone with a spinal cord injury. Now imagine most of you immediately saw someone in a wheelchair, paralysed, am I right? Well, what if I told you that the spinal cord is so much more than just movement? As part of my research, I found out that the spinal cord, people with spinal cord injury suffer from a host of hidden impairments, things like bowel, bladder, sexual dysfunction, but also impaired blood pressure control. Now, people with spinal cord injury suffer with a low blood pressure because the brain cannot send signals down the spinal cord to tell those blood vessels in the lower body to squeeze and pump blood back up towards the heart to increase blood pressure. Now, the problem is that these individuals suffer with daily symptoms of fatigue, nausea, lightheadedness, memory and cognition problems, and over time, this leads to a 3 to 4 times greater risk of stroke, cardiovascular disease, but also dying at an earlier age than the general population. One thing that we do know should offset this risk is exercise, but this too is impaired following spinal cord injury, with a low blood pressure, low heart rate, and a lack of oxygen getting to working muscle to provide those all-important health benefits. Now, as part of my PhD, I've tried to find the solution with this exciting, non-invasive strategy that utilises sticky stimulation electrodes on the skin surface. Now, this technique delivers bursts of electricity through the skin to the spinal cord to stimulate those blood vessels again in the lower body, pump blood back up towards the heart, and increase blood pressure. Now, in 10 individuals so far, I've compared the effects of performing upper body exercise to exhaustion under 2 different conditions. 1, without stimulating those blood vessels and therefore a low blood pressure, versus 2, stimulating those blood vessels and therefore exercising with a higher blood pressure. And amazingly, I found that the participants exercising with a higher blood pressure could go for a whole 20 minutes longer. They also found it less difficult and enjoyed it a lot more than exercising without stimulation. Now, to put this into context, imagine yourself running or wheeling as far as you can go until you have no energy left, and then on a different day, under the same conditions, I gave you something that made you go for a whole 20 minutes longer. Now, my research has the life-changing potential to support those in the hospital setting going through inpatient rehabilitation, also assisting those at home who simply tire too easily going outside for a wheel, but potentially also disabled athletes who'd benefit from a training strategy to enhance their performance during competitions such as the Paralympics. Now, altogether, my research has the opportunity to improve health. It also has the opportunity to improve quality of life, but also has the opportunity to offset the increasing risk of disease and death in the population, such as spinal cord injury. And I'm really excited to continue contributing to this exciting research. Thank you very much.